Okay. Yeah. So guys, today we will be, talking about, some concepts of Power BI. Okay. First of all, with the beginning, that is introduction part. Okay. All of you went through the introduction part. Should I tell it or should I skip it?
Tell, ma'am.
Okay. So installation part is not required, right? Through the PPT itself, you can do it.
Yes, ma'am.
I will show a glimpse of it so that rest of the things you can do by yourself. Okay, so first of all, introduction part. See, Power BI is a business intelligence tool which is used to clean as well as convert the data into beautiful dashboards. Okay, beautiful dashboards and report. Here you can clean the data. You can change the data type. You can split the column. You can merge them. You can make new columns. You can remove columns. You can remove rows. You can remove errors. You can remove blank rows. Lot of things you can do. Wait a second. So all of you, sorry for the interruption. So I was telling you that Power BI Desktop is an application which is used for data cleaning as well as visualization. How to do data cleaning? See, in Power BI tools, there is a tool called Power Query. Okay, you can see over here, Power Query. This Power Query tool is basically used to clean the data. Okay, understood everyone? Power Query is the tool in Power BI which is used to clean the data set. Okay, whenever interviewer will ask you a question that which tool is used to clean the data set, always tell them Power Query Editor, right? The next thing is Power Pivot. Power Pivot is basically used to connect some tables together. See, if it is a very big organization, okay, in that particular, suppose it is an organization related to sales, okay, we are dealing with the data of an organization which is actually dealing with sales. So sales related data will be there, customer data will be there, product data will be there, right? For all this data, there will be different tables. Somehow they will be connected to each other, right? See, in sales, a particular customer as well as product name will be there. So we can connect the product table with the sales table as well as we can connect the customer data with the sales table. So Power Pivot is used to connect different tables together so that we can actually connect them together and see the relationship between them. Understood everyone? Clear? Please unmute your mic whenever I'm asking you a question, okay? And tell me the answer. Is it clear all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are having any doubt,
Yes,
you can ask me, okay? Okay. So Power View. Next is Power View. See, in order to make different visualization charts like a tree map, a bar chart, an area map, a donut chart, a bar chart, a map itself, we need different visualization. Charts. That is actually available in Power View. Okay, and we can create 250 plus charts in Power BI. Understood, everyone? The another tool in Power BI is Power BI Service. See, Power BI Service is a paid tool, and in this internship we are not using it. We are using only the free, application that is available is Power BI Desktop. Power BI Service is a paid tool in Power BI. Okay, and you can use it free for 2 months, I guess. I don't know whether the duration is changed or not right now. Okay, and you can use it for free for a certain duration, but it is a paid one and its cost is around $10 per month per person. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and Regarding facts, it was actually discovered by, formed by Ron George in 2010. And in 2015, we got the Power BI that we are using today, but a quite upgraded version. In between, progress was there. Okay, you can read it. I'm going to skip it because a lot of class got missed, so I want to cover them. So next thing is regarding the importance of Power BI. See, in Google search, this is the Google trend regarding Power BI word. So you can see how many people are searching for it. Okay, it is the one of the most searched word in Google. Okay, so that is its importance. And actually there are 1,200 different functions available in Power BI in order to modify the data, clean the data and all. Okay, you can use these many functions. Okay, and 280 visuals are there. It is very less expensive. Expensive in the sense that Power BI service is the paid tool. Okay, and it costs around $10 per month per person. And in Tableau, I'm comparing it with Tableau, right? Okay, in Tableau, Tableau Public is a free one, but it has a lot of limitations. When you go for Tableau Desktop, which is a paid one, it costs around $70 per month per person. So Tableau is 7 times more expensive compared to Power BI. So that's why I told you it is one of the least expensive Power BI tool. I mean BI tool. BI means business intelligence. Okay, BI. What is the full form of BI? It is business intelligence. Okay, and it can accept more than 100 different data sources. 100 different data sources in the sense like this is Power BI. Okay, this is Power BI desktop. You can see Power BI desktop is written over here. This is that particular software. Okay, how you can take it is I'm closing it right now. Okay, don't say. Okay, this is the installed Power BI. I will show that how it can be installed in a quick way. Okay, later you can install it, those who have not done it yet. Okay, so Power BI is coming. Okay, it's getting loaded. And one more thing I want to tell you, it is recognized to be the one of the most top business intelligence tool by Gartner company, which used to release its magic quadrant related to BI tools. That also I will tell you. Okay, first of all, I will show you how hundreds of data sources it can accept. Okay, I'm closing this one. In order to accept a particular table or data source like an Excel sheet, CSV file like that, what you have to do is go to get data. And there you can find different sources that it can accept, common data sources. Okay, it can accept an Excel file, it can accept Power BI data set itself, data flow, lot of things are there. When you will click on more or when you will click on the icon itself, you can see a new dialog box will pop up. Okay, it is coming. It's taking some time. Let's wait for it. Okay. Yeah. So here you can see it can accept an Excel file, CSV file, XML file, JSON file, folder itself, PDF, lot of things it can accept. So hundreds of different data sources it can accept. These many data sources. Okay. So that's it. That's why I told you it can accept hundreds of different data sources. Okay. Understood, everyone? Okay. I will load a particular Excel sheet and I will show you how to load a data set. Okay. Go to Excel workbook, right? And there I am taking a data set. Okay. I will take a data set through which I can tell you how to clean the data set. One way of cleaning. Okay. I'm opening it. When I will open it, it will get loaded. Okay. Later we will see it. Okay. It's taking some time. So since we are not having time left, what you have to do is never ever load the data set as it is. Can you please tell me that what is the problem with this data set? Anyone? What is the problem with this data set? Those who have attended this class earlier, they can see. There are some null values. In column 4, you can see null values are there. In first row also, you can see null values are there. And some unwanted website kind of thing is there. Actually, this is the data set of Indian states and district. I mean, corresponding to a particular state, how many districts are there, it is showing so. Okay, so this website kind of thing is unwanted, null is unwanted. This entire row is unwanted. And this column name is somewhat, I mean, not a proper thing. So we have to correct all these things. Okay. Always transform the data. Okay. Never directly load it. When you are 100% sure also, then also you go for transform data because sometimes some error may be there. Okay. So go to transform data. When you will click on transform data, Power Query editor will come. See, I already told you Power BI desktop has a tool called Power Query editor. Okay, in the PPT, I will show you once again. Okay. See, in the PPT, I told you that Power Query editor is used to clean the data. Okay, so we are using what? Power Query editor. Okay, how we got it? How we got it, guys? By clicking transform data, right?
Transform data.
While loading the data set, instead of directly clicking on load, you have to click on transform data. When you will click on transform data, you can clean the data set. Okay, how you can clean the data set? Using Power Query editor. Okay, when you will click on transform data, Power Query editor will pop up. Okay. Anybody having problem with the language? Should I mix up Hindi or any, I mean Malayalam, anything with it? Okay. All of you are getting the things that I'm saying. Should I mix up anything with it? I mean Hindi with it? If you're having any problem with the language?
No, ma'am.
It's okay, right? Understood, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So guys, if you're having any doubts, you can in between, you can ask me. Okay. So right now, this is the data set that we are having. Here we can clean the data set. So first, see, in all the column header, there is a drop down. Okay, this inverted triangle kind of sign, it is a drop down. When you will click it, you can find the unique entities within it, distinct things within it. Okay, whatever is getting repeated, that will be shown only once over here. Okay, for example, Uttar Pradesh is being repeated 75 times in the column, but it will be shown only once. Okay, it is showing only the unique terms within a column. Okay, now the next column. In this column, you can see different union territories and state names are there. Okay, they are not getting repeated. And this is somewhat unwanted thing, the website name and all. Okay, the next column. Okay, this actually shows you some districts in India. Okay, corresponding to different states and union territories. Next is state type. Whether it is a state or union territory, it is showing so. Okay. And the last one. Here you can see only null data is there, nothing else. So please tell me that whether this column is required for our data set or we can remove it.
We can remove it.
We can remove it. So how to remove it is the question, right? So just see. You can select the column like this by clicking on the column header. Click on the column header, whichever is not required, right click and choose remove. Okay, when you will choose remove, that entire column is gone. Okay, if you want that column back, when you will click Control Z, it will not appear again. That step is not undone. Okay. If you want to undo that particular step that you have done right now, all the steps are listed in applied steps. Here you can see applied steps. Okay. And when you will click on this removed columns, this is removed columns. When you will click on the cross mark, you can get it back. So this is how you can undo it. Never use Control Z in Power Query Editor. It will not work over there. In Power BI desktop, you can use it. Control Z, Control V, Control C, everything you can use. Okay. But here Control Z will not work. What you have to do, go to applied steps, and whichever step is not required, you can simply go to the cross mark and click it. So in order to close it. Okay. Right? Understood, everyone? So since I don't need the column, again, I will remove it. Okay. Right click and click on remove. Go to the column header, right click, and if you don't want the column, just click on remove. Understood, everyone? Okay. And now next thing is this row is unwanted, isn't it? This row is unwanted. We don't need this row. So how to remove this row? This is one of the top row, right? So in order to remove one of the top row, you can go to this option, remove rows. When you will click on the drop down, you can see remove top rows. You can remove n number of top rows from there. Okay. If you will write 3, it will remove first 3 rows from the top. Okay. Right now I need to remove only one row from it. So I will enter 1. Okay. Then I will click on OK. Understood? Now that particular thing is gone, right? Now what is the problem left? Everyone, please tell me. Any idea, guys?
First rows are headers.
First row are header. So in home, there is an option called use first row as header. Click on that particular thing. It will become the row, row as that particular row will become column headers. Is it clear, all of you? Right? Understood? Okay. So now one more thing you can apply. See, if somehow a blank row is there, you can remove it. And somehow some error is there, that also you can remove it. For that, go to remove rows. Okay. There is an option called remove blank rows. Click that one. Okay. Then if any row is there, which is completely blank, we don't need that, right? Because if it is blank, it is of no use. If the entire row is blank, we don't need it. So we can remove it by clicking remove blank rows. Next, if there is any error in a particular row, in order to remove that, you have to click on remove error. Okay. So that particular thing also is done. Now our data set is very neat and clean. All the data set are good. See, ABC means categorical data set, string type of data set. Okay, they all are of string type. So data set is also okay, right? If you want to rename the step, now you can do that just by right clicking and renaming it so that it is more understandable. Okay, that also you can do. Now our data set is all good. We can actually use it as a clean data set. Okay. So in order to save the modified data set in Power BI desktop, this is Power BI desktop. Okay. We are actually modifying the data set in Power Query editor. In order to save the entire data set into Power BI desktop, we will click close and apply in Power Query editor. Okay. Just click close and apply. Okay. Here changes are getting applied. Okay, so here you can see it's getting loaded. The data set is getting loaded, which is right now clean. Okay, 765 rows got loaded. And here you can see this is the name of the table, sheet 1. Okay, if you want to rename it, you can do it. Just simply click the 3 dots over here. 3 dots. Choose rename, and here I am going to write India. Try to keep the table name as short as possible, okay, for the convenience. Then click on the drop down. You can see different column names in alphabetic order. It is not in the order in which the data set is, it is in the alphabetic order. Okay, this is the report view. Interviewer may ask you a question that how many views are there in Power BI? There are 3 views. One is report view. Okay. You can see report when I'm moving the cursor over there. Right now we are in report view. This is data view. If you want to see it, I will click it. Okay. This is the data view, which is actually showing you the entire data set. In report view, you can make the dashboard by choosing different, different charts. I will show you how to make it. Okay. And the last one is model view. This is model view. Okay. When I'm moving my cursor over there, you can see. Okay. When I'm moving my cursor over there, you can see model is written. Okay. Here you can connect different tables. Only one table is there. That's why I can't show you properly, but in next example, I will show you. Okay. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now let us make the charts. Okay. So I'm taking a bar chart, a simple bar chart. Okay. And now all the columns are categorical in nature. X-axis will accept categorical value, but Y-axis will always accept numerical value. But right now we are not having any numerical column. And if you want to find the states, which I mean, in a particular state, how many districts are there? Can you please tell me what is the logic that can be applied by seeing the data set? How you can, I mean, what is the logic using which you can say that how many districts are there in a particular state? Anybody? If you know the answer, you can unmute and tell me.
Ma'am, we will put state on the x-axis and districts on the y-axis, then use the count.
Count of state you can use. See,
Yes,
Uttar Pradesh. Okay, Uttar Pradesh is repeated how many times? The number of districts are there. Right? If there are 75 districts in this column corresponding to Uttar Pradesh, then 75 times it will be repeated, right? Clear? Understood all of you? See, I will show you the simpler one. Okay, I will show you the simpler one. See, Puducherry. Puducherry is repeated 4 times because it is having 4 different districts, right? So number of time it is getting repeated will show you the number of district it is having, right? All of you. Lakshadweep is repeated only once. I mean, Lakshadweep is there only once. That means it is having only 1 district, right? Ladakh is repeated 2 times. That means it is having 2 districts. Understood everyone? That is the logic that we are using. So we can put state in x-axis. And when we will put the same state in y-axis, by default, it will become count of state. I will show you how. See, I am putting the state on x-axis in order to get names of different states and union territories. Guys, only 10 minutes are left. So you can join the meeting once again. Okay. And we will, discuss later things. Okay. So what I'm doing is I have taken this state and I have, okay, I will choose the thing. Okay. And I have actually made the state in x-axis. Now, when I will take the same state in y-axis will always take the numerical value. So by default, it will take count of state. How many times a state is getting repeated? It is the actual thing that we need, right? Because it will show us that how many districts are there in a particular state. Understood everyone? Is it clear? Clear, right? If you have, yes, any doubts? Okay. So see, when I'm moving my cursor over a particular bar, it is showing something in black. This black color thing is called tooltip. Okay. Tooltip is showing the value of X and Y axis. X-axis value is state is equal to Uttar Pradesh. And Y-axis value is count of state is equal to 75. That means what? Uttar Pradesh is having 75 districts, right? Clear all of you? Similarly, see, I told you something about Puducherry, right? Puducherry, where is Puducherry? Okay. Yes, Puducherry. When I'm moving my cursor over there, it is showing 4. You remember that in the data set only 4 times Puducherry was repeated, right? So here also it is showing us 4. So this actually, this is one way, one logic how to get the count of a particular thing. Okay, you can use measures also, try that one too. Okay. Now, you can format the entire data set, go to format. First of all, choose the chart that you're having, go to format option. This is format option. This is actually visual option, add data to your visual option. From here, you can get some Visuals, different types of visuals are there. If you want to change the, if you want to format the data set, go to format option. And there in x-axis, many formatting are there. You can change the font of x-axis data. Okay. You can change the, see values are there. Values means these things. Okay. Names of different states and union territories. If you want to change the font, many different, different fonts are there. Okay. You can see the font got changed. You can change the size of it like this. Okay. This is how you can change the size. You can change the color of it like this. Okay. You can make it bold, italic, whatever you want. Okay. So this is how you can change that value. Now this is title. Okay. Regarding title, it is on. If you don't want it, you can keep it off also. Now it is on, it is disappeared. If you want it back, keep it on. Okay. Now click on drop down and here automatically name of state is, state is coming. If you want to write it as state or union territory, you can edit it over there. Okay. State bar UT. Right. So both things are there. Now that's why I have written so. Right. And here style, which style is there, that is not required. You can change the font of it. Okay. I will keep same Comic Sans. And I can make it bold, italic, and I can increase its size like this. Okay. I can change its color. I will keep black black as it is. That is okay. Okay. Now go to y-axis. This is y-axis. You can make the similar changes over there. Go to y-axis. Okay. And here in values, you can change the size of this values 80, 60, 40, 20, whatever it is. Okay, like this, you can increase its size. Okay, you can do the rest of the changes as I told you earlier. Okay, here you can change the display unit. See, it is 80, 60. If you want it in forms of K, you can make it thousands like this. Okay. Like this, you can change the units of it. Since it is very small in number, we will keep none itself. Okay. And regarding title, what is there in the title? Count of states. But what should come? Number of districts, right? So in title, go to text title and edit it as number of districts. Okay. Number of districts. Understood, everyone? And here also you can do the same changes. Just increase its size. Okay. Just make it bold, italic, whatever you want. And if you want, you can change the color also. Okay. Now grid lines are there. Okay. It is very light in color. You can change. Grid lines means this dotted lines, which is being shown. Okay. Which is not that clear. When you will click on the drop down corresponding to grid lines, you can change the color of it to black or any other color. Now it is more visible. If you want to change the style, you can make it solid also like this. Okay, whichever is okay for you, you can choose that. Dashed, dot, solid, whichever. Okay. Now next is zoom slider. When you will make it on, you can zoom it like this. Okay, you can see the minute details of it. Okay, if you don't want it, you keep it off. Now, if you want to change the color of the bars, go to columns. And there, by default, it is all blue in color. If you want them all red in color, you can do like this. If you want them all violet in color, you can do like this. Right now, I want different things to be in different color. So for that, by default, this is the color. When you will make this show all to be on, you can change the color of those bars. First of all, Uttar Pradesh, violet in color. I will keep it as it is. Now Madhya Pradesh, I will keep it red in color. Okay. Bihar, I will keep it as black in color. And Maharashtra, I will keep it blue in color. Okay, like that. Whichever color is okay for me, I can take that color. Okay, like this. I can make my own color also. Right. For example, regarding Telangana, I will take more color and I will take this color. Okay. So I can make my own color. Right. So this is how you can change the color of bars as per your wish. Okay. Next thing is that when I'm moving my cursor over there, then it is showing me Uttar Pradesh count of state 75 like that. Then only I'm able to understand that how many districts are there in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Now, if I want the numbers to be shown on the top of the bar, what I have to do is I have to make the data label to be on. Okay. Now you can see 75 is being shown over here. Okay. Regarding Puducherry, 4 is being shown over here. Right? And now click on the drop down corresponding to data labels. If you want to increase the size of the values, these values, whatever is there, you can go to values and increase its size like this. Okay, now it is more visible. You can make it bold also. Okay, you can change its color too. I will keep it as it is. Okay, here also you can change the display units to some values like this. Okay, since it is very small in size, we will keep it as none only. Now regarding background, you can put some background. Okay, keep the background on. Okay, you can put the, here you can see light shaded color gray. We have given black color, but it is shaded gray. Why? Because transparency is 90%. When you will decrease the transparency, you can see it's becoming more dark. Okay. If you want, you can put the background. Otherwise, you can keep it off. Right. Now regarding the plot area. See, this is the plot area. If you want to put some images as a watermark or something like that, you can do that. Okay. I will click on the browse option and I will choose an image for it. Okay, wait a second. We are only having 1 minute left. Okay, so you please join the meeting once again so that I can complete the step. Okay, this is the this is the image that is being inputted over here, but it is not of complete size. In order to get it full in size, make it fit. Okay, now it is fitted to that particular thing. Now, when you will increase the transparency, it will work